Push complete. Go ahead and set the brakes.
Okay, nice push. The brake is set. We'll see you next time.
Yeah, no problem, guys. We're disconnecting the tow bar now. Stand by. Okay, the tow bar is disconnected. We're disconnecting the interphone now. Pin will be on the right side. We'll see you guys. Take care.
Cabin crew, please arm doors.
Hi there, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the crew, I ask that you please direct your attention to the monitors as we review the emergency procedures on board this beautiful Boeing 737-800 aircraft. Please take a moment to listen and ensure the safety of everyone on board. There are 3 emergency exits on the aircraft. Take a moment to locate the one closest to you and note that it may be behind you. Count the number of rows to the exit. Should the cabin experience pressure loss, please stay calm and listen for instructions from the cabin crew. Oxygen masks will drop down from above your head, and you should place the mask over your mouth and nose like this, then pull the strap to tighten it. Make sure you put on your own mask before helping others. In the unlikely event of an emergency landing and evacuation, leave your carry-on luggage and items behind. Life rafts are located below your seat, and emergency lighting in the floor will lead you to the closest exit. We ask that you make sure that all carry-on luggage is stowed away safely during the flight. While we wait for takeoff, please take a moment to review the safety procedures on the card in the pocket in front of you. Thank you for your attention, and we hope you enjoy the flight.
Channix for 999, ready to go, runway 08.
Channix for 999, Jersey Tower, wind 160 at 8, runway 08, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 08 cleared for takeoff, Channix for 999.
Ladies and gentlemen, because this is a nighttime flight, for safety purposes I have dimmed the cabin lights for takeoff. This is a completely normal procedure, and they will be turned back on once we've completed our departure. Thank you.
Approaching 08. On runway 08. Flaps, flaps.
Jersey Control departure 125.205, Channix for 999. Jersey Control, Channix for 999, 1,700 feet.
Channix 4999, Jersey Control departure. Good evening, identified. Climb to flight level 170.
Climb to flight level 170, Channix for 999.
Starting the in-flight drinks service. If you all aisles are clear and bags are placed in the overhead lockers. That would be much appreciated. Thank you. Don't forget that if you need assistance for any reason, just press the button above your head and the flight attendant will be with you as quickly as possible. And with that, I'll take the opportunity once again to wish you a pleasant flight, and I'll see you soon. Thank you.
Easy 17 Papa Foxtrot. Contact London Control
Ladies and
118.475.
gentlemen, the
Have a good
captain has
evening.
turned off the seatbelt sign, so you are now free to move around the
Center on
cabin.
118
However,
decimal for
we
75,
do recommend
easy
that you
17
remain
Papa
seated with your belt
Foxtrot.
fastened
Have
at
a
all
good
times
evening.
during the flight. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned the seatbelt signs on, which means you must now take your seats in the cabin. Please remain seated until the signs are turned off. Thank you.
Contact Breast Control 120.15, Channix for 999. Have a good evening. Breast Control, Channix for 999, through flight level 148 for flight level 170.
Channix 4999, Breast Control, identifié. Climb to flight level 340.
Climb to flight level 340, Channix for 999.
I hope you enjoy the film.
Viva LD, edging to 00. Expect radar vector 4, ELS runway 08.
Leave old heading 200. Expect radar vectors for ILS runway 08, Blue Island 391.
Chanex 4999. Contact London Control 118 decimal 475. Bye bye.
Contact London Control 118 decimal for 75 Chanex for 999. London Control, Chanex for 999, through flight level 251 for flight level 340.
Easy 89 Golf X-ray. Contact Gatwick approach 129.025.
Contact Gatwick approach 129.025, Easy 89 Golf X-ray.
Easy 57 Hotel Romeo, London Control. Expect buybacks 9 Delta, runway 27 right.
Expect buybacks 9 Delta, runway 27 right. Easy 57 Hotel Romeo.
Easy 82 Bravo Lima, London Control. Expect Lamso 2 Alpha, runway 36 center.
Expect Lamso 2 Alpha, runway 36 center, Easy 82 Bravo Lima.
Chanex for 999, London Control, radar contact. Skynight 103, contact Paris Control 126 decimal for 75. Have a good evening.
Contact Paris Control 126 decimal for 75. Skynight 103.
Easy 82 Bravo Lima, Lamso 2 Alpha, runway 36 center. Report ready for descent.
Lamso 2 Alpha, runway 36 center, ready for descent, Easy 82 Bravo Lima.
Easy 82 Bravo Lima, descend to 7,000 feet, QNH 1017.
Descend to 7,000 feet, Easy 82 Bravo Lima.
Speedbird 3 Hotel Kilo, contact Heathrow approach 13 for decimal 908. Contact Heathrow approach 13 for decimal 908, Speedbird 3 Hotel Kilo. Chanex 9 November Romeo, London Control, expect radar vectors, ILS runway 32.
Expect radar vectors, ILS runway 32, Chanex 9 November Romeo.
Griffin 9752, London Control, expect Conan 2 Golf, runway 08 right.
Expect Conan 2 Golf, runway 08 right, Griffin 9752.
Griffin 9752, contact Gatwick approach 129.025.
Contact Gatwick approach 129.025, Griffin 9752.
Easy 17 Pupper Foxtrot, London Control, expect Delta 1 November, runway 07. Expect Delta 1 November, runway 07, Easy 17 Pupper Foxtrot. Ryanair 9 Whiskey Whiskey, London Control, expect SOTA 1 Whiskey, runway 09. Expect SOTA 1 Whiskey,
our drinks menu. Choose our menu of coffee and coffee.
Speedbird 798, contact Paris Control 126 decimal for 75.
Contact Paris Control 126 decimal for 75, Speedbird 798.
Alpine 8675, descend to flight level 070.
Descent to flight level 070, Alpine 8675.
Easy 72 Whiskey Hotel, contact Stansted approach 136.2.
Contact Stansted approach 136.2, Easy 72 Whiskey Hotel.
KLM 77 Mike, contact Birmingham approach 131.005.
Contact Birmingham approach 131.005, KLM 77 Mike.
Beeline for Alpha Hotel, contact Heathrow approach 13 for decimal 908.
Contact Heathrow approach 13 voor de decimal 908, Beeline voor Alpha Hotel.
Speedbird 756, contact Paris Control 126 decimal for 75.
Center on 126 decimal for 75, Speedbird 756, bye-bye.
Chanix 9 November Romeo, turn left, heading 2 for 5, climb to flight level 360.
Turn left, heading 245, climb to flight level 360, Chanix 9 November Romeo.
Chanix 9 November Romeo, turn left, heading 2 for 5, descend to flight level 140.
Turn left, heading 245, descend to flight level 140, Chanix 9 November Romeo.
Good evening once again from the cockpit. I hope all is well with you and you're enjoying
Chanix
flying
9 November Romeo, contact Leeds approach 13 for decimal 58.
34,000 feet. We're making good progress towards our destination and expect to arrive on time as planned.
Chanix 9 November
You'll
Romeo.
hear from me again once we're about to start our descent. Thanks very much.
Easy 57 Hotel Romeo, contact Paris Control 119.825. Have a good evening.
Center on 119.825, Easy 57 Hotel Romeo, bye-bye.
Flyer 772, contact Thames approach 133 decimal for 55.
Contact Thames approach 133.455, Flyer 772.
Ryanair 532 uniform, contact Paris Control 126 decimal for 75.
Center on 126.475, Ryanair 532 uniform. Have a good evening.
Beeline 9 Romeo Lima, descend to flight level 090.
Descend to flight level 090, Beeline 9 Romeo Lima.
Easy 90 Delta Charlie, contact Luton approach 132.05.
Contact Luton approach 132.05, Easy 90 Delta Charlie.
Speedbird 9 Yankee, contact Heathrow approach 13 for decimal 908.
Contact Heathrow approach 13 for decimal 908, Speedbird 9 Yankee.
Luxair for Delta, contact Paris Control 126 decimal for 75. Have a good evening.
Contact Paris Control 126 decimal 475, Luxor for Delta.
Easy 63 Papa Juliet, Midhurst 1 X-ray, runway 08 right. Report ready for descent.
Midhurst 1 X-ray, runway 08 right, ready for descent, Easy 63 Papa Juliet.
Easy 63 Papa Juliet, descend to 4,000 feet, QNH 1015.
Descend to 4,000 feet, Easy 63 Papa Juliet.
Alpine 8675, contact Amsterdam radar 119.175.
Contact Amsterdam radar 119.175, Alpine 8675.
Ryanair 9 Whiskey Whiskey, soak to 1 Whiskey, runway 09er. Report ready for descent. Soak to 1 Whiskey, runway 09er, ready for descent, Ryanair 9 Whiskey Whiskey. Ryanair 9 Whiskey Whiskey, descend to 3,500 feet, QNH 1017. Descend to 3,500 feet, Ryanair 9 Whiskey Whiskey. Ryanair 9 Whiskey Whiskey QNH 1017, expect the Arnav runway 09er with the SOAP2 transition. QNH 1017, expect the Arnav runway 09er with the SOAP2 transition, Ryanair 9 Whiskey Whiskey. Easy 96 Alpha Mike, London Control, expect Baxon 1 Alpha, runway 27.
Expect Baxon 1 Alpha, runway 27, Easy 96 Alpha Mike.
KLM 52 Yankee, contact Norwich approach 128.33.
Contact Norwich approach 128.33, KLM 52 Yankee.
Ryanair 9 Whiskey Whiskey, cleared direct SOAP2, cross SOAP2 at or above 3,500 feet, cleared Arnav runway 09er. Cleared direct SOAP2, cross SOAP2 at or above 3,500 feet, cleared Arnav runway 09er, Ryanair 9 Whiskey Whiskey. Easy 82 Bravo Lima, contact Amsterdam radar 119.175, bye-bye.
Contact Amsterdam radar 119.175, Easy 82 Bravo Lima. Have a good evening.
Air France 79 Zulu Alpha, you were assigned flight level 360. I show you at flight level 343. Climb to flight level 360.
Wilco, climb to flight level 360, Air France 79 Zulu Alpha.
Ice Air for 55 Heavy, contact London Control 118.775.
Contact London Control 118.775, Ice Air 455 Heavy.
London Control, Shamrock 595, flight level 321. Shamrock 595, London Control, identified, continue climb to flight level 340. Continue climb to flight level 340, Shamrock 595. KLM 56 Alpha, London Control, expect Redfi 1 Alpha, runway 36 center.
Expect Redfi 1 Alpha, runway 36 center, KLM 56 Alpha.
Ryanair 69 Quebec Yankee, contact Amsterdam radar 119.175, bye-bye. Center on 119.175, Ryanair 69 Quebec Yankee. Shamrock 595, you were assigned flight level 340. I show you at flight level 317. Climb to flight level 340. Wilco, climb to flight level 340, Shamrock 595. With Malta 6 Delta, contact Amsterdam radar 119.175.
Contact Amsterdam radar 119.175 with Malta 6 Delta.
London Control, Speedbird 5 Victor, descending via Nugra 1 Hotel, flight level 134.
Speedbird 5 Victor, London Control, radar contact. Shamrock 595, contact London Control 118.775. Center on 118.775, Shamrock 595, bye-bye.
London Control, Flyer 2939, descending via Bugup 1 Sierra, flight level 069er.
Flyer 2939, London Control, identified. Flyer 2939, contact Southampton approach 122.73.
Contact Southampton approach 122.73, Flyer 2939.
London Control, Easy 35 November Juliet, descending via Tebra 2 Golf, flight level 137.
Easy 35 November Juliet, London Control, identified. Easy 35 November Juliet, descend to 4,000 feet, QNH 1015.
Descend to 4,000 feet, QNH 1015, Easy 35 November Juliet.
Ryanair 9 Juliet Quebec, London Control, expect radar vectors, ILS runway 32.
Expect radar vectors, ILS runway 32, Ryanair 9 Juliet Quebec.
Easy 85 Zulu Whiskey, contact Luton approach 132.05.
Contact Luton approach 132.05, Easy 85 Zulu Whiskey.
Beeline 18 Alpha, descend to flight level 080.
Descend to flight level 080, Beeline 18 Alpha.
Speedbird 5 Victor, contact Heathrow approach 13 for decimal 908.
Contact Heathrow approach 13 for decimal 908, Speedbird 5 Victor.
Speedbird 807 Kilo, contact Heathrow approach 13 for decimal 908.
Contact Heathrow approach 13 for decimal 908, Speedbird 807 Kilo.
Easy 63 Papa Juliet, contact Gatwick approach 129.025.
Contact Gatwick approach 129.025, Easy 63 Papa Juliet.
Spinnaker 1501, contact Heathrow approach 13 for decimal 908.
Contact Heathrow approach 13 for decimal 908, Spinnaker 1501.
Air France 56 Zulu uniform, contact London Control 118.775.
Contact London Control 118.775, Air France 56 Zulu uniform.
KLM 56 Alpha, Redfi 1 Alpha, runway 36 center. Report ready for descent.
Redfi 1 Alpha, runway 36 center, ready for descent, KLM 56 Alpha.
KLM 56 Alpha, descend to flight level 230.
Descend to flight level 230, KLM 56 Alpha.
Easy 30 Alpha Quebec, contact London Control 118.775, bye-bye.
Contact London Control 118.775, Easy 30 Alpha Quebec. Good evening, London Control, Swiss 28 Lima, descending via Lesso 1 Hotel, flight level 104.
Swiss 28 Lima, London Control, radar contact. Swiss 28 Lima, contact Heathrow approach 13 for decimal 908.
Contact Heathrow approach 134 decimal 908, Swiss 28 Lima.
Beeline 9 Romeo Lima, contact Birmingham approach 131.005.
Contact Birmingham approach 131.005, Beeline 9 Romeo Lima.
Beeline 18 Alpha, contact London Control 118.775.
Contact London Control 118.775, Beeline 18 Alpha.
Hello.
Hi, Captain. Would you like to
Ryanair 9 Juliet Quebec, radar vectors, ILS
thank
runway
you.
32. Report ready for descent.
Just give me a call.
Radar vectors, ILS runway 32, ready for descent, Ryanair 9 Juliet Quebec.
Ryanair 9 Juliet Quebec, leads Bradford landing runway 32.
Alright, leads Bradford landing runway 32, Ryanair 9 Juliet Quebec.
Ryanair 9 Juliet Quebec, descend to flight level 340.
Descend to flight level 340, Ryanair 9 Juliet Quebec.
Channels for 999, approaching our top of descent, ready for descent.
Channels for 999, Rimto 1 November, runway 25, descend to flight level 160.
Rimto 1 November, runway 25, descend to flight level 160, channels for 999.
Air France 79 Zulu Alpha, contact London Control 118.775.
Center 118.775, Air France 79 Zulu Alpha, have a good evening.
Easy 96 Alpha Mike, Baxon 1 Alpha, runway 27. Report ready for descent.
Baxon 1 Alpha, runway 27 ready for descent, Easy 96 Alpha Mike.
Easy 96 Alpha Mike, descend to flight level 110.
Good evening once again to the company. As you may have noticed, we've begun our descent. Depending on the destination air traffic, we should be landing in around 20
Easy
minutes.
96 Alpha
In the
Mike,
meantime, I will be
contact
instructing the
Bristol
cabin
approach
crew to get the cabin ready for our arrival.
136.08.
Once that happens, the seatbelt sign will be illuminated.
Contact Bristol approach 136.08, Easy 96 Alpha
Toilet
Mike.
may be worth making your way towards one now. For now though, I will wish you a very good evening once again, and I'll speak to you in a short while once you've landed.
Contact Gatwick approach 129.025.
Contact Gatwick approach 129.025, Easy 35 November Juliet.
Ryanair 9 Juliet Quebec, turn right, heading 040, vectors for the approach.
Turn right, heading 040, Ryanair 9 Juliet Quebec.
Ryanair 9 Juliet Quebec, contact London Control 118.775, bye-bye.
Center on 118.775, Ryanair 9 Juliet, Quebec. Bye-bye.
London Control, Air Portugal 58 Yankee, good evening. Descending via Hoxton 1 Hotel, flight level 137.
Air Portugal 58 Yankee, London Control, radar contact.
Maintain vertical speed.
Gemstone 39 Sierra Hotel, contact London Control 118.775.
Contact London Control 118.775, Gemstone 39 Sierra Hotel.
London Control, Nordic 11 Golf, flight level 370.
Nordic 11 Golf, London Control, radar contact. Channix for 999, contact London Control 118.775, bye-bye.
Contact London Control 118.775, Channix for 999. Have a good evening. London Control, Channix for 999, descending via Rinto 1 November, flight level 286.
Channix for the 999, London Control identified. EC762 Tango, contact Aldegrove approach 133.125.
Contact Aldegrove approach 133.125, Easy 762 Tango.
Semmerop 3 Lima Golf, contact Center Control 132.15. Have a good evening.
Contact Shannon Control 132.15, Shamrock 3 Lima Golf.
Channix 67 Tango Papa, contact Center Control 132.15. Bye-bye.
Contact Shannon Control 132.15, Channix 67 Tango Papa.
Ryanair 70 Yankee X-Ray, contact Center Control 132.15.
Center on 132.15, Ryanair 70 Yankee X-Ray.
London Control, Easy 369 Romeo, flight level 350.
Semmerop 58 Kilo, London Control, expect Nilif 1 Romeo, runway 10 left.
Expect Mirif 1 Romeo, runway 10 left, Shamrock 58 Kilo.
Easy 369 Romeo, London Control, identified. Max 2 Whiskey Tango, contact London Control 118.475.
Cabin crew, please prepare the cabin for arrival.
Center on 118.475, Blue Max 2 Whiskey Tango. Have a good evening.
Ryanair 7 Lima Romeo, London Control, expect Vetri 3 Romeo, runway 10 left.
We are about to land. Civil items in the aisle are done.
Expect Vetri 3 Romeo, runway 10 left, Ryanair 7 Lima Romeo.
Last landing. Thank you.
Metric 307, contact London Control 11 decimal 475.
Contact London Control 118 decimal 475, Magic 307.
EC30 Alpha Quebec, you are assigned flight level 380. I show you at flight level 354. Climb to flight level 380.
Roger. Climb to flight level 380, Easy 30 Alpha Quebec.
Shamrock 595, London Control, expect Hirif 1 Romeo, runway 10 left.
Expect Nerif 1 Romeo, runway 10 left, Shamrock 595.
Ryanair 6 Quebec November, contact London Control 118 decimal 475.
Contact London Control 118 decimal 475, Ryanair 6 Quebec November.
KLM 90 Sierra, London Control, expect Lamso 2 Alpha, runway 36 center. Expect Lamso 2 Alpha, runway 36 center, KLM 90 Sierra. Ryanair 3 Kilo Golf, contact please approach from Terry for a decimal 58.
Contact please approach 134.58, Ryanair 3 Kilo Golf.
Ryanair 9 Juliet Quebec, contact please approach from Terry for a decimal 58.
Contact leads approach 13 Ryanair 9 Juliet Quebec.
Speedbird 897, contact London Control 118 decimal 475, bye bye.
Center on 118 decimal 475, Speedbird 897, have a good evening.
Cargo Blue voor de Foxtrot Sierra. Contact East Midlands approach from Terry voor a decimal 18.
Contact East Midlands approach 13 for decimal 18. Cargo Blue for Foxtrot Sierra.
Speedbird 8 3 Delta Golf. Descend to flight level 150.
Descend to flight level 150. Speedbird 83 Delta Golf.
KLM 90 Sierra, contact London Control 118 decimal 475. Contact London Control 118 decimal 475. KLM 90 Sierra, bye bye.
Altimeter setting.
London Control, Easy 31 Charlie Foxtrot. Good evening, flight level 340.
Easy 31 Charlie Foxtrot, London Control, radar contact. Metric 3 Quebec Lema, contact London Control 118 decimal 475.
Altimeter setting.
We're almost ready actually, so you can take your seats now.
No problem. All stations, landing positions please.
Chanex 4999, you are of course. Cleared direct aircore. Resume on navigation.
I have just the cabin lights ready for our arrival.
Affirm. Clear direct Urca, resume own navigation, channels for 999. Channels for 999, request altitude change.
Chanex 4999, roger, say new altitude.
Request flight level 090, channels for 999.
Select for the 999. Enable flight level 090 at this time. London Control, KLM2 5K back, flight level 360. KLM2 5K back, London Control identified.
London Control, Neptune 2 Alpha, flight level 370.
Neptune 2 Alpha, London Control, radar contact. Select for the 999, descend to flight level 120.
Descend to flight level 120, channels for 999.
KLM2 5K back, London Control, expect Foxtrot 3 Romeo, runway 10 left. Expect Foxtrot 3 Romeo, runway 10 left, KLM2 5K back. EC30 Alpha Quebec, Intel 1 Echo, runway 24. Report ready for descent.
Intel 1 Echo, runway 24, ready for descent. EV30 Alpha Quebec.
Altimeter setting.
EC30 Alpha Quebec, descend to flight level 260.
Descend to flight level 260, EV30 Alpha Quebec.
Altimeter setting.
London Control, KLM 9 Juliet, good evening, flight level 303.
Select for the 999, descend to flight level 090.
Descend to flight level 090, channels for 999.
EC369
Altimeter
Romeo,
setting.
London Control, expect Apple on Golf, runway 23.
Expect Apple 1 Golf, runway 23, EC369 Romeo.
KLM 49 Juliet, London Control, good evening, identified. Continue climb to flight level 380.
Continue climb to flight level 380, KLM 49 Juliet.
Altimeter setting.
Good evening, London Control, Ryanair 5299, descending via Baxo 3 Romeo, flight level 375.
Ryanair 5299, London Control, identified. Select for the 999, leave access heading 030,
Altimeter
radar
setting.
sectors for ELS runway 25.
Leave is heading 030, expect radar vectors for ILS runway 25, channels for 999.
Select for the 999, Contact Newcastle Director, approach 125.830.
Contact Newcastle Director, approach 125.83, channels for 999.
Altimeter setting.
Newcastle Director, channels for 999, good evening. Flight level 113 with the numbers.
Channels 4999 Newcastle Director approach, QNH1019, expect radar vectors for ILS runway 25.
QNH1019, expect radar vectors for ILS runway 25, channels for 999.
Altimeter setting.
Channels 4999, turn right, heading 030, descend to 4,000 feet, QNH1019, vectors for the approach. Expect further clearance in about 25 miles.
Turn right, heading 030, descend to 4,000 feet, QNH1019, channels for 999.
Channels 4999, fly present heading, descend to 3,000 feet.
Fly present heading, descend to 3,000 feet, Channels for 999.
Channels 4999, 3 miles from CF25, turn right, heading 330, maintain 2,000 feet until established. Cleared ILS runway 25.
Turn right, heading 330, 2,000 feet until established. Cleared ILS runway 25, Channels for 999.
Channels 4999, contact Newcastle Tower 119.705. Have a good evening.
Over to Tower 119.705, Channels for 999. Newcastle Tower, Channels for 999, ILS runway 25.
Channels 4999, Newcastle Tower, wind calm, runway 25 cleared to land.
Runway 25 cleared to land, Channels for 999.
$2,500.
Approaching 25. Unstable, unstable.
400. 300. 200. 100.
exit right at Alpha.
Exit right at Alpha. Channels for 999.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Newcastle. The local time is 11:42 p.m. It's a nice 14 degrees Celsius outside, that's 57 Fahrenheit. Please check around your seat for any personal belongings you may have brought on board with you, and please use caution when opening the overhead bins, as heavy articles may
Channel
have shifted around during the
4999,
flight.
contact ground
If you require delaying
121.73.
Please remain in your seat until all other passengers
Ground
have delayed. One of our crew members
121.73,
will
channels for
ready to use
999.
Please remain seated until the aircraft reaches the gate. The captain will turn off the seatbelt sign once it's safe to get up. Thank you.
Channels for 999. Request taxi to assigned gate. Channels for 999. Gate 10 taxi via Alpha. Gate 10 via Alpha. Channels for 999.
Cabin crew, disarm the doors, please. Cabin crew, the aircraft is secure. Please open the doors when ready. You're clear to begin deboarding.
Ground to cockpit.
Go ahead.
Hi, Captain. Microphone check, please.
Crystal clear. 5 out of 5.
Roger. Okay, Captain. Ground power is available. Stand by. We'll start getting you offloaded in a couple of minutes.
Roger. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed your flight today, and I'd like to wish you a safe onward journey. We'll see you again soon. Thank you for flying with us.
Easy 59 Alpha X-ray, looking to pick up our clearance to Bristol.
Easy 59 Alpha X-ray, Newcastle ground. Expect runway 25, Gurley 1 Yankee departure. Squawk 0 for 55.
Gurley 1 Yankee departure. Squawk 0455. Easy 59 Alpha X-ray.
Easy 59 Alpha X-ray, read back correct. Call me back when ready for pushback or engine start.
Wilco, Easy 59 Alpha X-ray. Easy 59 Alpha X-ray, ramp 1 tree, request pushback.
Easy 59 Alpha X-ray, Newcastle ground, pushback approved. Face east.
Pushback approved, face east, Easy 59 Alpha X-ray.
Hello.
Hi. All of the passengers have been offloaded. Fantastic landing, by the way. Much appreciated.
We aim to please.
If you need anything more, just give me a call.